नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, Srimahans, Mahans, Tanedars, Kotaris, visitors, viewers sitting with us all over the world through Nithyananda TV, Sadhana TV, two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, Mill Valley Vairavan Goyal, Dakota Dunes, New York Varanasi, Vancouver, Bangalore North, Rajapalayam Adinam, San Jose Madurai, Surrey Canada, Hyderabad Adinam, Dakota Dunes, New York Varanasi, Jorpatti Nepal, Winston-Salem, Selang Malaysia, Nirbeda Tiruvarur, Melbourne Tiruvarur, Devon UK, Kuala Lumpur Parani, Singapore Singapuram, Hyderabad Gupta Kashi, Los Angeles Arunachalam, Houston Kalahasti, Seattle Chidambaram, Guadalupe Rameshwaram, Ohio Prayag, Hyderabad Gupta Kashi, Devon UK, Toronto Tirukkailayam, and some more cities are joining, Winston-Salem and Surrey, Canada, New York, Varanasi. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Upanishads. I'll continue to expand on the Shanthi Mantra. So let's start with the Shanthi Mantra. Om Poornamadhah Poornamidham Poornaath Poornamudhachyathey Poornasya Poornamaadhaaya Poornamevaavasishyathey Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Completion. This is completion. That is completion. If this is removed from that, both remains continue as completion. When the completion merges into completion, completion alone remains. If the completion is removed or perceived to be removed from completion, again completion alone remains as completion. Vivekananda says, forget about all you know as religion. Go back to Upanishads, the source. Drink from the source which will strengthen you. Listen. Drink from the source which will strengthen you. Many times, the achara, the everyday practices you observe, gets the status of religion, and sometimes the achara starts even contradicting the main core truth of religion, and you continue to practice the achara, leaving the religion. It's like they say story. In one mutt, they had a cat. That cat used to jump around the Sannidhanam when he does puja. He will create a big ruckus. So Sannidhanam has said, hey, first tie the cat before I start the puja so that I don't have a disturbance. They tied the cat. And Sannidhanam did the puja peacefully. Second day again, they tied the cat. He did puja. Third day again, they tied the cat. He did puja. After some time, it became a habit that before Sannidhanam starts the puja, you tie the cat so that he starts the puja. One fine day, cat died. And they don't know what to do without cat, how to start the puja. They started searching around here and there for a cat. Hey, we have to tie the cat, only then puja can start. Finally, that day, Sannidhanam did not do puja because cat was not there. See, the acharas unfortunately get into the state of religion when the reason, context is lost in course of time. There are thousands of stories where achara becomes, anushtana becomes a religion. See, achara and anushtana is way of living religion only if you know the context of the achara and anushtana. Once in a while you have to review yourself. All the achara and anushtana you are doing, are you in the right context and doing it? Based on which you can measure, scale, are you in the right context? How to align yourself to the right context? The scale to align you to the right context is Upanishads. Again and again and again, go back to the source. Upanishads. Upanishads will give you the clarity, setting the right context for the achara and anushtana you are following, and making you live the context in your everyday life. See, achara and anushtana means habits and lifestyle. The everyday habits and lifestyle you are supposed to follow. Neither you should give up the achara and anushtanas, nor you should be without knowing the context. You should do it knowing the context. Doing it by knowing the context. People who give up lose spiritual strength, and people who don't know the context become superstitious. If you give up achara and anushtana, you will lose spiritual strength. If you don't know the context and continue to do, you will become superstitious. So for both the disease, who don't know the life and who are living superstitious life, for both, the greatest medicine is Upanishads. It is like extracting the gold out of mud. See the gold ore, they collect the gold ore, process it, boil it, acid wash it, finally the gold comes out. Did the gold come from somewhere out of nowhere? No. It came only from itself. But was the gold there in the beginning? No. It came only from itself. Exactly. The gold from the gold ore. An enlightened being out of you. It is there inside you. Only if it is there, it can come out. Otherwise, it can't come out. Whatever need to be added in you for you to become enlightened being is completion. Whatever need to be removed from you is the idea you have in completion. There is no incompletion itself. If something is there, it will continue to be there. Listen. If something is there, it will continue to be there. From the gold ore, if all the dirt can be removed and gold finally remains, how can you say there was a time this dirt was part of gold? Anything which can be removed, how can you say it was part of it? You were insensitive to see both of them separate in the beginning. Now they become separated to the level you are able to sense. That's all. Listen. If the dirt is inside the gold, can it be separated? No. Because it was never inside, it can be separated. If the incompletions are part of your programming, it can never be separated. Because it is already out of you, it can be taken out. Understand? Now, they are out of you, but not to the level you can sense it. Once they are out of you, to the level you can sense it, you declare Poornamadhah, Poornamidham, Poornaath, Poornamudhachyathey, Poornasya, Poornamaadhaaya, Poornamevaavasishyathey. Once the way you perceive you, the way your Guru perceives you, you will declare you are enlightened being. Understand? When I see you again and again, I perceive you are separate, your incompletions are separate. That is why I attack your incompletions. But you feel your incompletions are very much part of you. And you feel I am attacking you. What to do? It can never be part of you. Your incompletions can never be part of you. If it is, it can never be separated. If it can be separated, it can never be part of you. Understand? Only gold can come out of gold. Anything else which comes out of gold was never part of gold. In Vedic tradition, all the human possibilities are used to internalize and internalize the spiritual truths. One of the biggest possibility of human beings is a deep, in-depth analysis. When you do an in-depth analysis, beyond your logic, your being opens up. That is why Vaada Prativaada, debates, are a powerful method to internalize and internalize the Vedic truths. When I was teaching Brahma Sutra, I encouraged devotees to have Vaada Prativaada. Now again, today I am initiating all of you. Start the groups everywhere. The YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. With the title, Upanishad Debates. With the hashtag, Upanishad Debates. Start the Vaada Prativaada. I tell you, by doing Vaada Prativaada with Buddhists, Shankara established his ultimate Advaitic experience into Buddhists. But listen, from Buddhism, more than 90% He digested and assimilated. So end of the day, Buddhists and Shankara both were enriched. Same way, Buddhists, Nagarjuna, but he, by doing the debate, with the disciples and followers of Shankara, he established his ultimate experience, no doubt, but he picked up so many convincing points from the Vedic tradition. I tell you, in debate, ultimately nobody wins, nobody loses, both gets enriched. Let's start the Vaada Prativaada, internalizing process of Vedic tradition. Fullness, completion comes from completion. Continues to remain as completion, from which it came and which came out, both continues to remain as completion. And when it goes back, completion remains as completion. If this is the case, can completion come out of completion? If it is not, then why we perceive incompletion? This is the question. I am leaving it for debate. Debate. When you debate, you will internalize. You will internalize. You will understand. You will look in. You will see the possibilities. Debating with the right person is a joy. That is why Vyasa comes down to taste debate with Shankara. He comes down to taste debating with Shankara. And it goes on and on and on till one disciple understands who is debating with whom and falls at the feet of both and chants, Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam. Shankara, Mahadeva is sitting here as Shankaracharya. Keshava, Vishnu is sitting here as Badarayana. How is the debate going to end? Who is going to win? Who can lose? Then both of them reveal their identity to each other and end the debate. So we also will have two teams, Shankara team and Vyasa team. Start debating. understand again and again and again the truth need to be relived, remembered, rejoiced, radiated. Truth needs to be relived, remembered, rejoiced, radiated. Remember, relive, rejoice, radiate. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha. One does the sutra, one does the bhashya. Listen. End of the day, this question can completion come out of completion? Is there anything called incompletion? If it is not there, why are we perceiving? And what is the truth about the completion coming out of completion? All these questions do not have answer. When you dig these questions, you will only have experience. So now, today, launching this great debate, Vaada Prativaada, Prashna Uttara, question and answer, and debate. I am opening myself and making myself available. You can call in now for a direct debate with me. From anywhere around the world, you can call in now. The screen on your number, whether you are watching Sadhana TV, Nithyananda TV, two-way video conferencing, you can call 080-2727-9999 to have a direct debate with me or question answer with me on this subject. But restrict yourself only to this subject which we are discussing today. Nithyananda here.
Nithyanandam Swamiji, this is Mananda Sarai from Vancouver.
Yes, go ahead. You have a question or you want to debate?
I will have a question. I'm sure it won't go into a debate. I cannot go into a debate with you.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Please come up with your question.
So what I understood from the Satsang is that our incompletions are like the dust which is there in the ore of the gold. And it is separate from the gold itself. It is not gold. But why does that dust, why does our mind attract that dust and we perceive it as part of us or part of that gold?
See, actually, I have to ask this question to you. My mind is not perceiving. You understand? My mind is not perceiving the dust as part of gold. So I am clear about it. I have to ask you, why are you perceiving dust as gold? You please tell me, because this is your experience. I am answering from my experience, I do not perceive dust as a gold. Now you are only perceiving dust as gold. Now you only have to answer from your experience zone. How do you guys perceive dust as gold?
I feel I have incompletions where actually they are not part of me. I know they are not part of me, but I'm always trying to.
No, can you? Do you think? No, please. You think they are part of you?
No, but I feel I have them. I don't know why. Although I know they are not part of me, and I can complete and end it, but still, every time I feel I've got to complete, that means I have incompletion.
So, what I am saying, directly you are not able to come to the conclusion you have incompletion. Only with the indirect symptoms you are able to come to the conclusion you have incompletion. Am I right?
Correct.
Listen now. See, have you seen the psychiatric drugs and other drugs advertisement in your TV channels in Canada?
Correct, Swamiji.
There will be some 25 diagnostic lines. If you have mild laziness and little tiredness associated with or without your back pain and knee pain, and if you have a slight headache at the age of 45 or before and after, if you have a little bone weakness and bone pain before 65 or after 65 or around 65, please consult your doctor. You may be heading towards osteoporosis. If you see this advertisement, who you think will be very sure that they don't have or they are approaching towards osteoporosis?
Correct. It's just a perception.
Listen. How the fussy diagnostic methods are taught to you for you to believe you have a disease so that you can come to the doctor for medicine and you can be exploited. Society has taught you the fussy diagnostic methods to make you believe you have incompletion so that you can be divided to pieces and exploited. So, the straightforward, please listen, the straightforward single line answer, do you know your incompletions are separate from you and you can end it?
Yes, I do.
Then stop with it. Stop with it.
Swami.
This is like a straightforward. I have a knee pain. Let me get the herb or the oil and apply it on the knee pain. Straightforward, over. But now, unfortunately, when you are having knee pain, you are seeing that advertisement, a middle-aged lady, unable to walk slowly, and the lines goes on. If you have a knee pain, before 45 or after 45 or around 45, and you have a little tiredness, laziness, unsaid restlessness, evening or before evening or around the time you go to the bed, and if you have the craving and feeling like eating and drinking whenever you find time, and you are not able to control or you think you are not able to control, please approach your family doctor. You may be heading towards osteoporosis. If you see this advertisement, what will you do?
Go and buy the drug. Or go to the doctor. Yes.
Listen, your question has a two-part. First part you said, I know my incompletions are separate from me I can end them by completion. That statement is equivalent to, I have a knee pain, I will get the oil, pain balm, apply it, over. But the second statement you made, I must be having incompletion because these are all there. Can you repeat the second statement?
I feel at the end of the day that I had incompletions and I was incomplete with them.
So, who gave you that fussy diagnostic technology?
It's my mind. It's just my perception and my mind.
And your friends and family and relatives who don't want to see you happy.
Correct, Swami.
Who have a vested interest in keeping you in low profile.
Correct, Swamiji.
So, why do you want to accept their fussy diagnostic methods and diagnose, confirm you have incompletion so that they can exploit you with their medications? Each one will give you the solution for incompletion. Your uncle, the moment he makes you feel you are incomplete, he will tell, serve me and take care of me. I will stand by you and protect you from all incompletion. The next guy, he will come and tell you, marry me and live with me, I will protect you from all incompletion. Husband is a person who stands by you during all the troubles and trials and problems of life, which will not be there if he is not there in your life. I am telling you, ma, every person who gives you the fussy diagnostic method and convinces you you have incompletions as something to gain by you believing you have incompletion. Now, you are my disciple, am I right?
Yes, Swamiji.
So, I am one of the important part of the life in you, am I right?
You are my life, Swamiji.
Yes.
Not
Then,
part of my life. You are my life.
Then now, come on, listen to me. Listen to me.
Yes, Swami.
Now, Kala Bhairava is my life, understand? Just like I am your life, Mahadeva,
Yes, Swami.
Kala Bhairava is my life. And keeping him as a witness, I am declaring
Swami.
with all my integrity, you know, the words I utter come true. You can
Yes, Swami.
look into your own life or other disciples' life, whatever. With all
Yes, Swami.
the grace of Mahadeva, keeping him as a witness, all my integrity, I am declaring, you do not have any incompletions.
Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you for completing me, Swamiji. I love you.
You are complete. Okay?
Thank you, Swamiji. I love you.
So
Thank
now,
you, Swamiji. I love you. Yes, Swamiji.
from now, you will start meditating on it, contemplating on it, keeping this as a cognition, you will start functioning. My
Thank
blessings
you,
to you.
Yes, Swami.
Clear?
Thank you, Swamiji. I love you. Thank
Blessings.
you, Swamiji. I love you. Thank
Be
you.
blissful.
Thank you.
So it's
Thank
time.
you. Yes, Swamiji.
Blessings, ma. It's time. We will have to move to the next step. Today we have a long day because the Nitya Kriya Yoga participants are going to have a session in the Sacred Arts by me. I am taking them to the Sacred Arts tour. So, otherwise I would have continued the question answer and debate. I am not able to. But we will continue in the next days, continuous days, because today we have a Nitya Kriya Yoga. I'll move to the next segment. But in the further sessions and further satsangs, We will continue to have question answers and debates on this Upanishads. And today the Vedic lifestyle introduction tour to sacred arts. To all the Nitya Kriya Yoga participants. So Nitya Kriya Yoga participants, please go and have your breakfast quickly. Now it is 8:03, but keep it as 8, and by 9 finish your breakfast. Before 9:30 be in the sacred arts. And I'll give you guys the tour, an intro to Vedic lifestyle. Now with this, I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Advaita, eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.